into fashion, and today it is, I think you would call it high summer here in Denmark. We have about I think it's 22 degrees, but I'm working in wool today, and the reason for that is that when you make sewing patterns and have a, I think it's like this in all design companies who are making some kind of clothing, you need to work on winter clothes when it's summer and summer clothes when it's winter. For me it's okay, but sometimes I would like to just make a summer dress when it's summer, but I'm not. I'm working on a sewing pattern that will be released in, I think this will be in August, and I would like to make a suit because it's a jacket, and I would like to make a suit so I can show how I would use this pattern in my everyday wardrobe. I'm working in a blue and green striped wool. I really love it. I think it's some people will say that this is something more suitable for the circus, but I think I can make something very cool. I'm going to pair it with the jacket, and I'm filming this now, but I will not show you this video before the release of the pattern. So now I will show you the jacket. I am of course working from my workshop space, and this is Sophie, she does the sew me and marketing and things like that. But in here I think I have the jacket in here. This one is the jacket, and I actually made some changes on this one because it was striped. And when you work with stripes, you can, I think you can use the stripes to make more detailed things, and I really like that. So I made it has a yoke on the back, but I cut that on bias, so and match up the stripes. And I was lucky enough that it also did fit at the bottom of the jacket. This is the jacket. I think it's very cool. First of all, a very great color for my skin, and then I like that it's short, and I like that it's relaxed, because I think 5 years ago I would prefer that my suits were more like a classical 1950s suit. I think my style has developed in a more relaxed direction, and that is definitely something that you can see on my sewing patterns, because my sewing patterns is a snapshot of my style, because I do not make a sewing pattern that I don't would wear myself. I have done that, but when I make a sewing pattern that I'm not so into myself, it just become, you know, a product to sell, and that's just not the way I do business. The pattern that I'm going to make with this is a classic pair of number 7 Vandløse, and Vandløse is my favorite pair of patterns. I have made maybe 50 pairs since I released the pattern 7 years ago. To talk a bit more about the jacket, it has long sleeves. It's not lined. It has only lining in the sleeves, and you can, as I said before, also make it as a shirt. So this is what I'm working on now in late June, because the pattern is going to be released in August. So right now the pattern is in Sweden and in Canada and in New Zealand. I have one in the States, one in Denmark, one in Sweden. I think I said that before. And these lovely ladies are testing the pattern, see how it fits in their size. Because I think that's a very important thing of making patterns that work for many body types. Okay, this thing here, it's something on my sewing machine, because I'm sitting by the sewing machine and I'm working on the trousers now, the Van Løse trousers, because the jacket is done, and I want to create this this suit for the autumn. I think it's going to be quite loud suit because of the stripes. They are very white, and you know, this blue and green, but I like my clothing to be a bit loud. I am a loud person. Yeah. And today, when I started How to Do Fashion, I was a size 38, but I always developed my patterns in a size 42. Size 42 is How to Do Fashion's core pattern. That is the size that the first pattern is made from, and that is the size that I'm grading from, because then I think you get a better size 48. I do grade differently from 48 to 50 to 52 because the body changed a lot in the different sizing, and I really do think of that. I do not just press the grading button and then let the machine do it. I really consider every measurement, and I have did quite a big study of the female body. I think the size topic is quite difficult, and I want to be as inclusive as I can be for both petite people and more curvy ladies. I'm personally a size 42. No, that's not true. I'm personally a 44 now, a bit bigger around the hip. I have gained weight a way that I proportionately still fit in my size the same way as I did when I was at 38. I am more a pattern maker than I'm a designer. I really like to design, but I always have the body and the fit and the fitting in mind when I develop a pattern, because I think it's the most important thing. I think you can have the best design, but if it has a poor fit, I think the design just has no meaning at all. So I think it's very important that the fit and the design goes hand in hand, because I really hate bad fitted clothes. Yeah. Now I will make these Van Løse pants to fit my perfect jacket, and I will show you when I'm done. I think that's it for now. And welcome. This is my wardrobe. It's my little 6 square meters of heaven at home. But this is the final suit, and I think it ended up very cool. I have these pair of shoes that I really think would work absolutely perfect. And then I think I will use some gold accessories. I think this is maybe a bit more like brass with some western theme. Yeah, I think these will be good. Otherwise I could use these that I already put in, but maybe they're a bit too classic. Oh no, I think these would be nice, because this is the same blue color as the blue stripe in the jacket and the pants, and I think it would make it a bit more sassy glam. Yeah, I think that is what I would go for this outfit. But I will not wear it today because it's June and it's a bit hot, but I just want to show you.